Hey, Sherwood Park, you're probably hearing all the buzz about no inventory and houses hard to find and almost as hard to find as toilet paper in 2020. So, is this actually true or is it hype? Sometimes people think that realtors like myself are all hyping up the market. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's actually facts. Uh, we're going to talk today about what's happening in the month, what happened in the month of February in 2021 here. And I guess give you some ideas on maybe why that happened and why everything is going so quickly. So in February, there was a really low amount of supply in the greater Edmonton area and even here in Sherwood Park. And, but, that wasn't the only factor. When you take a look at how many properties sold, uh, in the greater Edmonton area, the amount of sales were up 50% from February of last year. And that's pre-pandemic. So up 50%. And an increase from January as well, where we had a crazy, crazy, crazy month in real estate in Edmonton and in Sherwood Park as well. February's never usually that busy, and the fact that we had a little bit of a warm spell in January, and then of course we had a cold spell in February, and so the sales did not go into sub-zero territory when we were experiencing the minus 30 minus 40 temperatures, which you would normally think everybody wants to stay home and cozy. So why is all this happening? Everybody's asking me, why are people buying? Aren't people losing their jobs? Isn't there so much uncertainty in the world? Why on earth are people buying houses right now? So you factor in a lot of things. Obviously, I touched on the inventory, but mortgage rates were below 2%, and you could get a fixed rate for like 1.5%. Since the mid-month or so, they've actually been climbing up. So you should lock your interest rate if you haven't already, if you're buying as well. So let's look at Sherwood Park specifically. So in 2020, in the month of February, there was 64 sales. 2021 there was 106, big increase. Lakeland Ridge last year there was 7 sales. This year they had 11 in the month of February. In Aspirin Trails last year there was 2 sales. This year they went up by 11. So I can't do the math, but that's a big increase in percentage. Glen Allen sold 3 last year. They're up to 9 for the month of February. So what does that mean? If you're planning on putting up a property for sale, probably do that sooner than later. If you're a buyer, you're going to be looking at multiple offers and bidding wars. So uh, so take some steps, like make sure you're pre-approved, not pre-qualified, pre-approved where they pulled a credit bureau. Work with a realtor. Don't just call every person online or on the sign. Sit with your realtor. They're free for you. The seller pays for them, and they'll work a strategy. 3, make sure that your agent and your mortgage broker or specialist are talking to each other so that you as a team can craft the best possible offers, which is important in a competitive market to beat the other people if you're in a bidding war. For sellers, of course, price right. Don't look at your assessed value and don't look at the busyness as a reason to bump up your price. Use a realtor. We often overvalue our own homes because there's lots of emotion and love for our home. So it's nice weather out there. So tip number 3 is, start working on the outside, on the curb appeal of your house and those projects inside. So hope that helps. If you have any questions,